Uh, Hello, good evening, Tevaldo Rodriguez BG. I'm, sorry, let me just put it here in the holder. I'm an Angolan high school failure technician. And tonight, it's night, because in my previous video that I put in Facebook and I'm gonna put it on YouTube, I was poisoned by my water. My water, you cannot see it. Actually, I'll try and make it see it. Just give me a moment. Yeah, give me a moment. This water has been poisoned. I'm not sure if you can see it, but yeah, it has been poisoned. And yeah, let's see if you can see it. I don't know if you can see the greasy water. Oh, you cannot see it. This water has been poisoned. Just check it on my video on Facebook. The water has been poisoned. Well, I'm, I'm, I am trying to use this USB old broken cable with a power bank. Power bank. Samsung one, mine is Samsung. To light up a LED light bulb. These new light bulbs. See, this one lights up with my body current. Can you see? If I put it out, put it in, good job. See? See? So with this power bank, USB cable, my theory is that I'm gonna be able to put at least a lighting system there, at least 3 or 4 light bulbs connected for like at least 2 or 3 hours. My intention is to try and make power banks the standards for home constructions. We got the Tesla batteries, but before Tesla batteries even were announced, I was already talking about it. But not for the whole house, because that's very spendious and very heavy to do, very heavy duty. But for things like that, television, PlayStation, all of them should have a battery. There's my computer. Don't know if you can see my computer. There's my computer. I had a world map. If you guys can donate a world map or donate some money, because I'm being economically castrated. So that's another thing that I don't do in this. And my emails are being sift through. So if you send something, they're gonna sift through. You gotta phone me on my number, 916608356, so that I'm aware of your phone call and we can talk on WhatsApp, which is the same number just with the extension +244. Yeah, I need economical help big time. I do a lot of research and a lot of stuff for the social condition of people are living in these days, and I get no money, and I'm poor. I'm in my stepfather, my father's house. I don't know which one it is. If it is stepfather or father, I don't know. Yeah, and I'm 33. I did a course in electricity and electronics, both of them. If I do my, what you call it, my recourse, I don't know, retest myself the final exam for high school for completion, I'll get my certificate for two things, or double certificates for electricity and electronics. Self-taught, self-engineered, and but I'm not that special. I'm just garbage, basically. I learn a lot from YouTube, and yeah, I'm inspired by people on YouTube. That's why I decided to do this power bank. Put a like this lighting system. This thing here, you see, it's lighting system. Yeah, I'm trying to actually just look at this. I think this is irradiating something. Look at the look. It's irradiating. Can you see? It's not irradiating. The LEDs are lighting up. For me, if I look like this, right, if I look at it like this, it's just continuous light. But for the camera, it picks up the frequency in which this light is going on, and this is the type of this is the type of this is the type of experiment that I do. This is the type of experiments that I do. I do these experiments and etc. to try and find out new ways to for schooling that can be that we can use that to explain to kids that the lights are not on completely on solid on. This is actually frequency. The frequency is so high that our eyes cannot check the flickering, and we can actually teach them that particles or matter or elements or atoms are actually very small and very far apart from each other, not like we think they're close dense, like we see in wood. It's not like that. This is things that we can use to teach kids in schools, since schools are becoming so stupid and so useless. Because I mean, they just stayed in a room like this and they don't learn anything. They actually in pain because they're in a room with some guy that they don't know and wants to rape them or wants to beat them up, wants to involve themselves sexually with them, and Hollywood and CIA on television, and plus the fake media or real media, whatever the fuck CNN and BBC and the rest of the garbage call themselves, just excludes a little bit RT on it, but they also have they also have the slug on there, but RT is slightly better. At least the documentaries and some of the shows like Watching the Hawk, my favorite. Max Kaiser and Stacy Herbert report. I love you, Stacy. I love you, Stacy Herbert. I love you, Stacy Herbert. You think about the world, and I also love you, Max Kaiser. I also love you, but I really love Stacy Herbert. And what's her name? Damn it, I know her name. I forgot about it. From Watching the Hawks, that chick. And yes, Anthony, I like you too. Anthony and Terrell. Damn it, man. Tabitha Williams. Tabitha Williams. Damn it, Tabitha, I love you. You're a thick ass motherfucker, trailer trash. Trailer trash, white woman, blonde white woman. Damn it, bro. You must have been Hitler's fucking wife. I'm sure he hid you, because otherwise people would want to get you too. Damn it, you hot. You hot. Thick legs, thick ass. You don't get up, so we don't see that much your ass, but your thick legs. Damn it. Yeah. Anyway. Back to the fucking issue at hand. Sorry, I get too inspired. Yeah. So I'm just trying to use this end of the USB cable to use this power bank as a way to power up electricity. Now you're gonna say, why are you gonna do that, boy? I mean, and then I'm gonna tell you, when there's no electricity, right? You have to use candlelight. Why use candlelight when I already showed you? Where's the light bulb? I don't know where the hell my things. Yeah, with this light bulb, I press it like this. See, it lights it up. Lights itself up. See, I'm just using my fingers to light up. Just my fingers. You see, why are you gonna use candles if there's things like that? Yeah, you're using your finger, and eventually the overcharge there will finish. But with this power bank, you can last longer, and you can actually have a nice night's sleep with lights on. Your children can study. For somebody who lives in the city like me and etc., it's nothing, But there's a lot of people in the city who needs this, especially people who don't have much money for to pay for electricity and heating systems. They can actually save a couple of half of their budget if they actually take care of the lights. At least 30% of their electrical budget, you know. And for example, if the lights goes off and they have to switch on the generator, they actually don't need to use it fire or like the phone thing. You're gonna say, yeah, we have the phone, but who the fuck wants to hold their phone, huh? All the time, like I'm holding my phone just to get the lights on. Oh, put it in a flicker. Look where my phone holder is. This is my phone holder. It's a plastic glass. It's my phone holder. I don't have money to buy the what you call it, the selfie stick, or that thing that is coming on Facebook that you put here on your neck. And my car is a Toyota Starlet. Toyota Starlet. I put it in the, I posted it in the internet because my family members are trying to my phone is the economical destruction that they are trying to do to me. Check, I'm talking, but there is no one coming to this video. Yeah, 0%. 0%. 0% coming to my broadcast. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Life is fucked up. Yeah. I'm gonna do the butter shit. And then this is a shit about me being Israeli and fucking garbage like that. I don't believe it, but some people say I'm fucking Israeli. Or some woman, one woman said I'm Israeli. And maybe because I'm looking at myself, I look beautiful. Okay, not the thief shit, but yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have enough space anymore. I heard a noise. Probably it's my enemy is fucking annoying me. There's a demon in my room. Yeah, yes, there is. When I sleep, it knocks on my walls. Or it's simply I'm being scared of by electromagnetic pulse burst or strikes at the wall. It goes like, see. So electromagnetically shooting at your walls would have sound like that. Particles shooting at the walls like to stimulate demons walking and shit like that. It's psychological operation or psyops that the enemy uses to fuck up your mind. Psychological warfare. And by the way, this matrix thing that we are living in a simulation, by the way, first of all, guys, take a moment to think. Listen to the matrix theory, then listen to the religion theology. In the beginning, God created man and earth, and blah, 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 blah. It is exactly the same shit, just with different detailing. There is no such thing as matrix. There is only motherfucking the physical earth that we know and other aspects and dimensions that we do not know. And the reason why we do not know this is because the Western system, the white system, so you can understand what I'm talking about, the Western system, the colonial system, was very arrogant and very quick to dismiss other type of energies and dimensions when other cultures were telling them there's other things beside us, there's other shit besides just us. I'm not racist. I'm not racist. So I just mentioned white so that you can understand that I was talking about the colonial system, the religious colonial system, the Catholic Church, which killed a lot of people to stop the knowledge that we now calling matrix from getting out. See, I call America these days Babylon. And Babylon always makes scarecrow stuff. The best thing that America, United States does is, I don't think they're gonna put my video on this, even Facebook or YouTube, but let's just try. Let's see if the censorship from Patriot Act has stopped, because you need to destroy Patriot Act. I don't know if I'm gonna talk to you Americans or to the rest of the world, but I don't think the Patriot Act should invade my privacy and censor me. I pay for the internet. I pay for this Android phone. I pay for my computer. None was given for free by United States of America. You know the bullshit free that they talk about? They get a lot of shit from your country. A lot. Free labor, free whatever to keep the economical superiority over all of us. I mean, we cry for what they do to South America. I do. I personally do. And what they are doing to Europe. The migration shit, that's American shit. That's a United States American shit. You know, the shit that is happening in Europe, that's America. And it wasn't accidental. It was on purpose. It was on purpose. It was on purpose. Anyway, back to the things that are actually important. This thing here. I don't know what I was talking about. I was talking about that some niggas are trying to kill me. Yeah. And I need some economical help. If you guys can really help me, I don't have a credit card to receive your money. If you guys can get me a credit card and give me the credit card number, it doesn't need to be secret. But if I use the credit card, there must be a system that tells me use the credit card, or you must check it out. And when I'm finished, you send me by email an account extract. How much did I have in my account? How much did I had in my account, and how much was withdrawn by me or by me? Of course, I'm the owner of the account. I should be the one only using. You know, it's responsibility. If you guys gonna give me money and help me out, it's responsibility. Yeah, and I've been studying this garbage about the superstars being demonic and shit like that. The celebrities. There's a lot there that we need to check it out. Kanye West, I agree with Kanye West. And you niggas who've been trying to diss Kanye West because he said slavery was an option, niggas, be real, wake the fuck up, and be honest. Slavery was an option. Slavery was a choice. It is true. The life that we live in now is proof of that. We are living this way because we chose to be subservient to the powers to be, that we're gonna obey them, even though they are killing us and trying to kill us. If we made the choice not to make war, to make fight with them, we weren't gonna be in this situation. For example, terrorism, whether it be created by America or originally just an event that happened, changed the world, whether we like it or not, changed it. The thing that we don't know if it isn't a scarecrow tactics or if it is really people who got fed up with United States American policies and start striking back. The thing is, they don't strike at United States. And 9/11, I believe the 9/11 independent body um, researchers. 9/11 was an inside job. It was United States killing Americans to get the Patriot Act, to get the fucking transatlantic transatlantic for the sake of what? America great again? So they're gonna eliminate their own allies. This is YouTube, and I keep forgetting YouTube doesn't work like Facebook. This is bullshit. That's all I can say. It's bullshit. Bullshit. USA needs to straighten up and stop doing this shit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This country has been bought by United States of America, Angola, in Africa. Just a few, next to Namibia, the country on top of South Africa to your left, if you're looking at a map. This country. Can you see that country there? At the bottom of that map is Namibia. Land, you know. Yeah, I was there for 6 years. Great country, great people, both white and blacks and colored, which is Indians. Those are the president that they chose, and some foreigners influence that they. I know who it is, but I don't think I should put it in the video. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Then there's these things, the reptilians. The reptilians. Is a the fucked up thing is they've been manipulating us for a long time. The reptilians is what you call gods, gods, whatever you want to be, whatever you want to believe. The Nephilims are reptilians. The giants are the Nephilims. And these giants managed to shrink their size to our body size. That's why you get expressions like, he had the strength of 10, 20 men. Now imagine if you compress like your laptop, your desktop computer with gaming capability, blah, 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 into a laptop or into an Android. What would they say about that Android? That Android had the capability of 20 laptops because it was a huge, giant computer system into an Android system. Now, do you understand why? Do you understand why? Do you understand why the giants are living among us, the reptilians? If you doubt of me, read or listen to the Book of Enoch here in YouTube, 3 hours and 55 minutes, or 53 or 45. I have at least 5 copies of the Book of Enoch, or 3 copies of the Book of Enoch in audio version from YouTube, and read the behaviors in that time of the giants and look at your cartels, your mafia, your government. If it is not the same thing, look at how the atrocities they commit is exactly the same as when the giants were doing it. So we're not getting psychopathic. It's not the end of the world here. It's the sons of God again killing people. The Nephilims now look like us. They have the same size as us, but their strength and capacities are concentrated because their bodies shrank down to our size. But their depravity is only stronger because now they can do it more, and they don't got no one to stop them from doing it. and they're just overindulging themselves. Before Amy Winehouse died, and even when Amy Winehouse died, I made a theory that it was proven right in this Harvey Weinstein thing, and when Whitney Houston and Michael Jackson died, that Hollywood makes you a star, but your handler, they'll get you a person that will control you, like Britney Spears. You won't know he's there until they want you to know he's there when you screw with them. That person will be the one who will kill you. That person is the person that supplies them with the drugs and overindulgence that they want. Have you ever heard a superstar die of HIV? No, you haven't. But you have heard them of being a sexophiliacs and sexually maniacs. But you never heard of one superstar dying of HIV. But you heard of them dying of more dangerous things and more quicker to die things. Drug addiction, overdose of medicine, alcohol and drugs, self-poisoning, crime. Yeah, you have heard of this. This is the handler that Hollywood gives to them. You see? This is the handler. Amy Winehouse was killed by Hollywood. Marilyn Monroe, Amy Winehouse, Chester Banning, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, and some other few. They were murdered by Hollywood. Murdered. Murdered. Believe whatever you want, you know. Believe whatever you want. These handlers are the guys who actually. There was a name that came to my mind just now. They're the passovers or enablers. How the fuck did they get these superstars get drugged with so many what you call it paparazzis looking at them, taking pictures of them, and there's very few pictures of these superstars consuming drugs. Think about it. How? If these paparazzis can take pictures of these people taking showers, how they cannot take pictures of these people taking drugs or high on drugs? Think about it. The handlers are the same handlers that grabbed Kanye West and interned him in a psychological ward. They're not there for the superstar. They're there for the superstars are basically dogs on a leash. Dogs on a leash. That's what the superstars are. They're slaves. At some point, they realize this. You know, we're all basically becoming a slave to this economical system through debt. We have heard this expression before, but it's the truth, and we don't know the full extent of what that shit means. And I'm not talking about legal matters. I heard just some radio noise in my ears, but then I have a MK Ultra shit there. I'm a MK Ultra victim. The American Mind Control Project. CIA Mind Control Project. They probably are pissed. You know, we are all victims of victims and slaves of the economical system. What I meant was just a few moments ago about we not knowing what that means is we don't see the weight, we don't see the consequences of this slavery. I want to buy a Mitsubishi L200 because I want to start fixing generators for living. You can see my spider wheel here. My equipment to fix cars. I fixed my Toyota. I put a picture of I fixed my Toyota Starlet with it. You know, this thing here to fix cars and etc. Yeah, so I'm making an effort not to beg, but I'm begging for economical assistance. If you guys can give me economic assistance, this is to fix my car, and I fixed my Toyota Starlet 1989. And I took inspiration from Discovery Channel. There's a guy, an English guy, who used to build the helicopters and cars, Porsche. He built a Porsche and a helicopter in. My eye looks weird, this eye. In. In very English guy, British guy. He used to build cars and stuff. He shows about building a helicopter and cars. Now he has another show, but I don't know what it is, which show it is. But he's still building things. He's still building cars, still building helicopters. And I said, why if that guy can build cars and etc. And Americans, have that tradition and myth and etc. of rebuilding cars and making them work, old cars. So I said, why not do it myself? I need a car. So I bought a cheap Toyota Starlet 1989 You might know as Toyota Corolla 1989 patchback, and I fixed it and I put it to work, and it's now my car. Um, it improved my social living here and inspired some real young Lyrians, or what you call human beings, because United Nations no longer recognizes the word humans. I mean, the way they're killing us, I doubt human being means a shit to them. Yeah, yeah, I fixed the car. I fixed the car. Got my rivet gun here, you know, rivet gun here. Slowly building up stuff. My multimeter, and I'm slowly building a company, electronics, a consulting company here in Africa, which I'm very successful, very successful. I have high profile winnings, but I have, because of this, I'm a couple other thing that steals my thoughts. The people who are getting my consulting, they're not really getting in the nicest way, the good way. They steal my knowledge, they steal my knowledge through my head. Yeah, it's mine. They're reading my mind. They're not reading, they're listening to my mind thoughts. They read my mind, etc. It's the 5G technology that Deborah Tavares been warning us. Deborah Tavares and David Icke and Maxwell Jordan and all these real niggas, all these real niggas. I already told you. I would like to listen to the Matrix from them. I heard what David Icke said, but David Icke, the solution is not to leave this plane of existence, because you don't know where we're going. You don't know if it is a trap. Like, for example, an European girl in East Slovenia or Romania, somebody comes and says, "Hey, I'm gonna give you a better life in London." When she gets to London, she's a sex slave. That is what we are facing, going to a plane that we do not know what's there. We've been lied to. Paradise, and I said, there's no such thing as paradise. And by the way, paradise and parasite, they don't just rhyme. They're the full complete word. Because the parasite lives in paradise. The paradise is the host body that parasite occupies, that will give it everything without the parasite doing ever a single shit except for giving excruciating pain to the host. That's why paradise is basically an insult to us. Think about paradise. Think about what did Adam and Eve do in paradise? Nothing. Basically, nothing. Nothing. Just fuck, eat, and they didn't even make babies. You see? Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. They're living like parasitic creatures. You will not listen to me because you think in a religious way. And since the world started thinking in a religious way again, that's when all these disasters started happening again. And understanding of these disasters is forever and ever becoming smaller and smaller. Just being said, God is the one who's gonna save us, and etc. etc. No, these are human beings doing it. Check all the prophecies that are being done. They are being done humanly. Human beings are at the back of all the completion of all these prophecies, and there is a sense of awareness and purpose into doing these prophecies. And as for prophecies, you can actually make many prophecies. A prophecy is basically a calculation, premonition. There's a mathematical name for this. A simulation. Simulation is also not prediction. Prediction. The word is prediction. God has quantum computers, and he can calculate million of particles, and we can calculate the behavior, the full behavior, like NSA now can calculate all our lives because they listen to us 24/7, and they can actually calculate our habits and what we're gonna do tomorrow, and they actually know, and etc. They know what we like because they have tested us before. Imagine God. You got your fucking prophecies there. Yeah, this is the type of shit that I waste my time studying on. And the only reason why I can do this is because I don't work. I'm a gardener. I'm a gardener 'cause in my own house. I have to tend to the garden, and I get 35,000 kwanzas, which is $100 or short than $100 here in Angola. 35,000 kwanzas, 35,000. It's very low money. The standard salary is 50,000 kwanzas. The minimum standard salary, 50,000 kwanzas. I can buy a PSP, it's 25, but I can only buy one article at a time. When I do that, if I wasn't in the house that I am, it was gonna be impossible. Probably was gonna have to pay the rent. Probably was gonna have to pay the gasoline in my car. I mean, 35,000 kwanzas, you cannot do anything. It's just that I'm living in my stepfather or my father's house. Yes, I got a car, Toyota Solet 89, and yes, I have land. I bought land. I used to drive a Hyundai i10 car, the Korean maker Hyundai i10, and they made me sold it. They sabotaged it and they made me sold it. When I sold it, I decided to start all over. I bought a new car and I bought a piece of land that I cannot build. I was trying to put a mobile house unit, or they call it, I think this mobiles, they call it mobiles, the containers house system, because I thought it was cheaper, but it's actually cheaper to construct the house. The thing is, to construct a house is very expensive, and as you hear me trying to do, I'm talking too much. I'm trying to put this power bank, USB cables, and LED lamps as a circuit lighting system for the houses. Like 5 LEDs there. Four, four, five with that one LEDs to make a house circuit, a house circuit. I wanna do that. I wanna do that to start to make people's life cheaper and better. Because of that, I'm also a target. Because of the way I think, the way these projects like this. I done my biodigester, alternative energy, biodiesel. I'm also into that a lot. I only don't. I'm not. I just don't know how to create water. I don't know a lot of things. I'm just looking for people who can create water from the start. Mexicans invented the water collecting system where they put sheets of like this one, sheets on the desert, and the humidity they collect it and it drips it, collects it, and then drips it, condensates it into water. The water vapor around in the vapor condensates into water, one of those sheets. So this and the water cleansing systems, this is what I'm looking for, because I'm making an electronic house or a computerized house, a self-sustaining one with alternative energy solutions off the grid. It's gonna be like an astronaut. It's gonna be like a spaceship in space. You're gonna live responsibly there. You're gonna spend X for energy for washing yourself, X for energy for watching television, etc. I mean, you're gonna live responsibly, not overindulgence that electricity is on all the time and you're just wasting it. And then when the bill comes, it's too much to pay. But you're gonna live. If you have more money, your capacity is increased. But if you don't, you're gonna live with the basics. But you're gonna have the basics. You know. Not like in these days you got nothing. In these houses, beautiful houses, they will rip you off in if you actually think about your 66 years of life expansion. You work what? 34, 30 years to get a house like 34. The owner of this house is 60 something. And you only got this house 10 years ago. 10 years ago. He's an old man of 60 something. My father or my stepfather, 60 something. He only has this house for 10 years. He worked for 50 years to get this house. For what the fuck? 1 hectare. Area 1 hectare. 30 meters by 30 meters. Or 100 meters by 100 meters. 1 hectare. Garden, no swimming pool. Garden, 5 rooms, suite rooms, bathroom and room to sleep. Mine is there. That light. Yeah, 50 years. And then you don't live in the house. Basically, when you go to work, you stay 8 hours out of the house. And when you come home, you actually spend only 1 hour, 2 hours walking in the house. In the other 8 hours or 10 hours, you're spending asleep in the house. So you're just wasting time. Buy a small stuff and small comfortable and save money. Yeah, yeah. So my objective was to start actually doing this. with this power bank. So I'm gonna make another video because I don't like making big videos. People don't watch it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I don't know how to switch off this thing. My PlayStation. You guys are inside. How do I stop this video, by the way? I can stop this. Okay.